Well, hello YouTubers, and how are you this evening? Hope everybody's well. Alright, today we're just going to talk about belts on tape decks. Okay, and we've been selling a fair few tape deck belts, and the problem we've got is that we have to tell customers to look, if we haven't got the actual kit for that belt, for that tape deck, sorry, we're basically asking them to do measurements on their actual tape deck, and if they still got the old belt, to either send it in to us or do a simple measurements. If it's stretched too much, then we'll ask them, look, just take off, it depends how much it's stretched. You're looking at about 5 or 10%, minus 5 and 10% from that stretch. Okay, so but so today we're just gonna, just a basic, this is what I do, you don't have to agree with me. Okay, so this is what I do. I usually take some tape, take a tape like that. It's very simple process. Okay, like that. Sorry. Yeah. Okay, it's a simple process. All right. Okay, so dot there, dot there. Okay, take it off, take the belt off. Okay, all you need to do is just, I usually use, for something like this, you just want to use, where's my tape? Just want to use a tape. So, okay, it's 16 mil. Okay, sorry, 16 mil. It's 106 mil. Okay, so it's 106 mil. Okay, and all you need to do is times it, by 2, and that's it. There goes the actual belt. So basically that belt, so 106 mil, and you times it by 2. That'll give you the size of the actual belt. All right, it's very simple. It's not rocket science. This is the way I do it. Okay, but as I said, we'll just tell the customer, look, just do it this way if you want. If the old belt has still got a bit of a spring to it, okay, lay it down like that. Take the measurement and just minus 1%. I would minus 1%. If it's still got that spring in it and it has got the gooey, like a melted rubber, alright, and it's still got that bit of a spring to it, minus 1%, even 2%. But I would just minus 1%. That's what I would do. And then, unfortunately you can never get it accurate, but that's the best way at the moment to do it. Because we're just waiting on one of our partners in Europe that we deal with. We still deal with him, but they're just too expensive, the rubbers. So we manufacture in Dandenong, as I said on my last video. They're good rubber. Actually, they're excellent rubber. These will last longer than these. Now, this come from Europe. Okay, they're good rubber, they're alright, but I've had a lot of problems with these, especially on my tape decks. I've had on my Nikimichi a fair bit of problems on these. They just don't last. And I play my tape decks, the ones they're in storage, okay, I take all the belts out. I take them all out. It's like if you don't use your motorbike or your car, okay, you let it sit there for years and years and years, okay, the fuel is going to get rotten, going to stink like buggery. And what I do, I drain everything out. On my motorbikes, I drain everything out. Drain all the fuel out. Yeah? You don't have to drain the oil, okay, but yeah, just the fuel. I usually drain the oil too anyway, you know. It's going to be sitting there in basically just for show. That's what I do, okay. So that's another tip. Drain your fuel out, because if you let it sit there, it's going to sting and it's going to clog your carbs, even your injectors. If it's an injector bike, it'll clog it up. You have to clean it all out, clean the system out. You don't want to go through that rubbish, alright? Or you can put an inhibitor. There's an inhibitor, fuel inhibitor, but really, no, that doesn't work. If it's going to be sitting there for years and years and years, an inhibitor's not going to work. No. If it's going to be sitting there for 6 to 12 months, an inhibitor will work. But yeah, so same with the rubber. If you basically leave the rubber like that, okay, in the tape deck, same with the actual turntables, exactly the same. Anything to do with the mechanism running from the actual belts, look, just pull them out. If you're not going to use it and it's going to be there for show, pull them out. That's my suggestion. The rubber on, I don't know, I don't like this rubber, even the feel of it. No. Yeah, our rubber is good. It's got a good feel to it. Got a beautiful feel to it, and it's rubbery, nice. This, it's like, I don't know, just doesn't feel right. Yeah. This is more rubbery, more, you know, spring to it. And I don't even force myself to open it. This one here, just stiff. It's got a bit of spring to it. It's brand new, just stiff. And it's brand new from Europe. Yeah. So we're just waiting on a list from this guy that we get the rubber from, and he knows that we're selling rubbers. Well, we're going to anyway. We have been, but I had to make up a fair bit of kits in here in Australia. But what I asked the customers, look, basically we need you to help us. So what you do, you get a bit of string, go around the pulleys with the rubber meets, have a look at your manual, okay. If you can't get a manual, just go to Hi-Fi Engine, or that's where we get our menu from, or other places, and yeah, and that's where all the rubbers are attached. Yeah. So yeah, look, you know, yeah. Now, another thing too. What was I going to say? All right. Just been busy today repairing. Oh, I'm so tired. Oh, God. I'm so tired. I had to get up early today. 5:30, just to finish up a couple of items that 2 customers are going to come pick them up tomorrow. So hopefully it's good. You know, get rid of them, because they're just taking too much room in my workshop. Same with my guys too. They're just very tired. I'm pushing them just to get all the stuff repaired, because we're running behind actually. Try not to take any more repairs. I tell the customers, look, if you want to hold there, we can hold them here, not a problem, but it's better for you to hold the actual item, and then we'll call you, or you can call us in a month, So now, that's from Europe, okay, and that's from us, made in Australia, in Dandenong. Okay, now, we've had a couple of customers actually asking us, okay, my original rubber is that wide for my tape deck. I say, yep. And yours is more narrower. Okay, we explain to them, no difference. Okay, simple. It works exactly the same. Why this is wider is because you've got the motor. I haven't got a pulley to show you. You've got the motor, right? Actually, hang on. I'll see if I've got a motor. Hang on. I've got a pulley. No. Example, I guess. Do an example. Okay. I guess we can do an example. Okay. Okay, this is just an example. But anyway, okay, so this is from Europe. Just say you got one of these, right? Okay, pulley. Okay, now. All right. So it won't move, right? Okay. It still moves. So when the motor's spinning, it's still moving. Okay. Okay. On the pulley, right? Okay. So, but not as much as this one would, as our one. But once the mechanism is done, once everything's installed, alright, all the mechanisms secured, everything, motor secured, pulley secured, okay. Usually, some of the pulleys, they're not, this one's flat. This one, it's flat. This is an example, this is from something else. I keep them, these for parts, right? Okay, now. Okay, alright. So, what I'm going to say is, usually some of them have got that hump. It's like a, you know, it's like a little mountain, you know. It's got that little hump. Okay. And what they're saying to me is, okay, it moves. But one of the customers that brought a kit from us, he said, no, all I'm asking is why is it thin, but it's running perfect actually. And he reckons it's running better than it was before with our belt. Because he plays his tape deck a lot. He's had it for years and years. He reckons this is a better rubber. Even he knows the spring action on it. It's better. Easy to install. Yeah, but another customer said, oh, okay, first why? And I said, well, this is the size that we went with. This is our size. My size. What I decided is get away from this. Okay. And go to this. Okay, that's the difference. And ours has got a better spring action. I can feel it already. It's got a better spring action. But once you install your mechanism, all the mechanism in the tape that you've cleaned everything, it'll run perfect. It wouldn't even slip. Maybe just that little bit, you know. But if it goes on, like, okay, you got it there, right? You got the shaft. If it moves as it's turning, it goes that way. Don't panic. It's there. Don't worry, because this is the thing it is. This rubber will last you over 15 years. If you use it constantly, over 15 years, even 20, right? And because it's got that spring action. Okay? It's a very flexible rubber. Very nice. And it'll adjust itself. Okay? With this, why they go, they haven't got the spring action, and the actual quality of the rubber, it's not there. And that's why they turn into a gooey substance. I've been using this for a long time. This is why I've never been happy with these. This, I kept this, alright? This belongs to one of my Nikamichi, alright? I think it's the actual, not the Dragon, the other one. Anyway, look, cut to the chase. It's one of the Nikamichis, alright? So I said, what was it? 2 years ago. I've had this for 2 years in the bag. Okay? So I kept it there, and basically I've had a lot of problems with these type of belts that came from Europe. The rubber's just rubbish. Right? They just die out. They die, even their spring action. This is like, it's got no oomph in it. You know? And some say, oh, because it's wider, that's why. Yeah. That's a point too. But you can just feel the rubber. It's just not there. It's not rubbery. It has to be rubbery to grab. You know, because usually you get pulleys that are brass, not plastic, and you need a good grip. But it's just very. Look at that. I mean, I'm running my fingers through it. Look, easy. With this, no. Very, see, I'm pulling it, but it's really rubbery. See, sorry, it's really rubbery. See, it's not. Yeah, so the problem is that basically this is a better rubber than this. 110%. I guarantee this. Yeah, and I told him, and he said, no, it's a good belt. I'm happy with it. And these guys have got high-end tape decks. Right, they got the Denon, they got Sansui. Yeah, but again, like, look, if anybody, we get a lot of emails. Oh, we need this type of belt. Unfortunately, you have to disassemble the mechanism, go through the actual system, and what you do is, if it's still alright, put it like that. But if it's not, the belt is melted, just clean out the pulleys first, do all the cleaning, and then get a bit of string and measure it and allow for 5 to 10%, so minus 5 to 10%. But the situation is that yeah, bit by bit, lucky. I mean, I've sold probably about 10 kits from people coming back to us with the actual measurements, and we always tell them, once you get them, can you please let us know if they fit alright. If they don't, we're happy. Look, I'm happy to send them another kit. That's not a problem. No charge. At no charge. I don't charge. No, it's just not worth it. I want to keep good customers. We're not here to get rich. This is not going to make us money. It's just part of the business. It's part of supplying the customer's needs. Alright? It's not going to make us rich. Alright, so yeah. What else? Yeah, very easy. Just put it there like that. Tape. That's it, like that. Boom. Just tape, with a marker, go bang, bang, that's it. And times it by 2. So whatever measurements from there to there, times it by 2, and you get the correct weight of measurements. Alright? Just allow a fraction less, Yeah, it's not going to hurt it. No rubber is, trust me, there's no rubber exact. No rubber. And it's just going to take time. Turntables we're going to be getting. Excuse me. Oh. Turntables are going to be getting. Rubbers, we're going to be making them. So, but bit by bit, at the moment we're telling customers to help us so we can help them. And at least then they come back to us and we've got their name, or what did they order, If they need that belt, we've got them on the system. We've got their data. It'll stay there, which is a good idea, So So yeah, so that's our rubber. Yeah. If anybody needs rubber, just email us, and we're more than happy to go on our website and do an email system. Go to the email section, contact us, or you can ring me. It doesn't matter. I mean, I'm happy